The app doesn't like it.
Oh, well.
All right, it's 17. Hey guys, what's up? Sean here, and welcome to the Elektrify Wrestling Podcast, episode 17. This is the second ever live podcast, but this is the first actual podcast, like regularly scheduled episode that is live. I'm joined by
Scott.
And if you're watching on Twitch, there are links below, the little pictures. You click on them, they go to the places. If you're watching on YouTube, they probably aren't actually in this description because this description is set up for my channel and not for this. But if you head over to any podcast, or if you're watching this later, you can find all the links to the podcast specific stuff below. That includes Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. The correct YouTube, if you're watching on my page, which you're probably doing. Chances are pretty good at that. It's happening right now. And if you're listening to the audio-only version, or if you want to be listening to the audio-only version, that's available on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, and the Anchor Podcast app.
Facebook version.
Facebook version. Yeah, you may very well be watching that. That is where we are most popular.
Just saying.
Oftentimes, for some reason. So, today we're kicking off with news. There are no news graphics. I feel like we need them now, but
that's your fault.
We've been doing news for weeks. You could contribute a graphic.
I don't know how to make graphics.
Neither do I. I just fiddle around until we get something.
I don't know how to do that thing.
So we'll start with the news. The news coming in first is the Brock Lesnar drams. Brock Lesnar drams are as follows. First of all, obviously, as we discussed post-Mania, there is some sort of contract in place because otherwise he wouldn't have retained that belt. There have been two separate reports. One report is that it's a multi-year deal, and that this would continue his reign of terror over WWE for far longer than you would think. But there are two separate reports. I think both Meltzer and
PW.
Yeah, there's a few different people who have reported this.
PW Torch.
Have reported that it could be as few as 2 dates, with Lesnar beating Roman at the Greatest Royal Rumble and then dipping the fuck out.
But he beat Roman?
Or losing to Roman and then getting it. So, like, basically that this is almost a one-time more appearance and they're just doing it to not get booed.
Yep.
Meltzer also said that Vince decided on this little Brock retaining thing the week prior to Mania, but didn't tell anyone in the back, except I guess Brock and Roman, and didn't even tell the referee till mid-match.
Huh.
The other report was that he decided mid-match. It's unclear, I guess, which one that was, but all that I know is that the words apparently told to the referee through his earpiece were, "Just count the 3." So, this was kept, like, top secret. But it definitely seems to be that he didn't want to get booed and he didn't like the reaction Roman was getting, so he wanted to push it to the Greatest Royal Rumble, which, as we all know, is the real WrestleMania, because nothing that happened on Mania has ended, and it's all going to end at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Pretty much every match is getting a rematch at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Including everything on Smackdown and nearly everything
except
on
for
Raw.
John Cena versus Triple H. We can only be so lucky.
Yeah, I mean, no one knows where John Cena is, but Brock apparently is still expected to go to UFC and fight Daniel Cormier or Stipe Miocic in December for reasons no one can explain to me, because he's not anywhere near qualified to do that, but nonetheless.
But he's money.
Nonetheless, he appears to be doing that. Also, there was drams apparently backstage between Brock and Vince post-match.
Just a little.
No one is quite sure what that's about.
Sounds like the belt was thrown.
Yeah, it could have been the blood.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that was it. I feel like, in my mind, it was Brock going back there and being like, "Hey, old man, remember when I told you that me doing that was stupid and going to get us booed? Well, why'd you tell me to go out and do that? Because it got us booed. You're a dumbass."
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Lesnar wasn't a big fan of the whole getting booed out of the building while he still works there.
But then Meltzer said he's pretty sure that it was, legit. But there was a possibility it wasn't, and I'm starting to think that those WWE 24 cameras might have been sparking a little fake fight between Brock and Vince.
Could see that coming.
Because this is like what, the second or third time post Brock match he's got into a fight with somebody backstage. Like,
Yeah.
the same thing happened with the Randy thing.
Yeah, Jericho got on his face.
And that was they did the Roman thing was the exact same spot, basically, the elbows.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine Brock just started elbowing Roman in the brain, and Roman just sat there and
that happened.
dealt with it.
It would have been Roman's call then.
And like, you don't do that unless you want him to bleed, I would think. I don't think
Right.
you just accidentally start elbowing somebody. So I have a feeling
We
that.
can also discuss the little news for WrestleMania next year.
What is the little news?
That-
The Ronda.
That Ronda's going to be in the main event
Well, duh.
against Charlotte Flair.
Well,
It's going to be Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte is the greatest wrestler who ever lived,
Yep.
as we've
In
learned.
WWE history.
So I guess we'll move on a little bit here since we're kind of also talking about it. The greatest Royal Rumble. Okay, first of all, why is WrestleMania the go-home show for the greatest Royal Rumble? I saw somebody said that on a podcast I was listening to yesterday, and I was like,
Good one.
yeah, that's pretty much what happened. That was the go-home show.
Daniel Bryan said in a interview before WrestleMania that they were acting like it was a bigger deal.
Because it is a bigger deal.
I guess so.
I mean, tell me that we're not getting AJ versus Daniel versus Shinsuke.
Is it more people?
It can't be.
And I know is everyone in the Rumble?
Yeah, they have to be, because otherwise how the fuck do you
Because
get
I know
50
they
people in the
announced
Rumble?
Daniel's in the Rumble. They announced Cena's in the Rumble and Triple H.
Holy fucking shit.
How many people?
62,000.
Without the chairs?
I guess.
On the... Oh,
Yeah.
Man. Whew. That's going to be 70 plus.
Yeah.
Again.
Because, I mean, I assume it's a soccer stadium or something.
I'd like to know why they're doing back-to-back WrestleManias. Why don't they plan this like...
Because this is more important. This is the greatest Royal Rumble. Don't you understand?
Yeah.
This one is greater than
Why
any...
is it the Royal Rumble?
I don't really know.
They could have called it like the greatest Punjab.
I
or
assume
something.
because like this is probably funded by a Saudi prince, and they were like, "Well, what we got to get royal in here somewhere," and it was either King of the Ring or this, and they went with this. But
Yay.
so far, confirmed for the event are Brock versus Roman in a steel cage. What the fuck is in a steel
Gross,
cage? I
by
have
the way.
no idea.
Hate steel cages.
Seth versus Finn versus Miz versus Samoa Joe in a ladder match.
When did that happen?
No, that's just in a commercial.
Did they just announce that?
It's just in a commercial.
Okay.
It was never.
Okay.
It has not. This is the one. Like, see, this
Is
show.
a house show, but it's not.
This show, yeah. So you got it. This show's confusing. Some things are kayfabe and some things are house show.
Yeah, like Triple H versus John Cena.
And I don't know if like Jeff Hardy's gonna get added to this ladder match.
I know Jeff Hardy was originally. They announced it originally like 2 months ago. It was going to be the Hardys versus the Bar.
Yeah,
That's-
that is no longer listed here.
No, it's going to be the Hardys. And
So I'm
Well,
thinking it's I think it's Matt Bray versus the Bar. I
And
think
Jeff
Jeff gets added to the
killing
ladder
himself,
match.
yeah. Okay.
Who else was in the? There was on Raw. It was 6-man tag. I guess it was a Miztourage.
Yeah.
So you got to add Jeff. For some reason, Joe's in this, and then I don't know. You gotta
Sure.
get one. You gotta get one more. You gotta make it 6.
Unless they, shake up.
Well, yeah, I don't know, but that's
I
not
don't
really.
know how it's going to. It probably doesn't matter.
My head hurts. I hate
They
this.
haven't announced the United States title yet.
Yeah,
they did. No, they didn't. Backlash. They announced the Backlash one.
Wait, that was
They
for
skipped the
Backlash?
Yeah, they skipped the greatest Royal Rumble.
How do you skip the greatest Royal Rumble? It's
With the
more
P-
important than
With the
anything.
Punjab of Punjab,
So who?
even though they're not the same thing. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting because maybe
Because then,
Ginger's going to Raw.
I mean, the big news here
Guaranteed.
is the Undertaker's returning to fight Rusev in a casket match.
Yep.
First of all, how did we get there? Is this just a metaphor for burying Rusev Day? Like
That or the Undertaker's back.
well, yeah.
Guaranteed.
But so that means though that Rusev can't be in the United States title match
Right.
because he's busy.
I'm telling you, he's going to Raw.
So then it's got to be like Bobby versus Jinder.
Well, Jinder has to lose.
That would be awful. Can you imagine having to watch that?
Jinder versus Bobby?
Yeah,
No.
that would be so bad. And then you got Triple H versus Cena in a singles match for nothing. I'm telling you, you're getting AJ, Daniel, and Shinsuke in Saudi Arabia,
Probably.
which we kind of know because they rushed booking Daniel and AJ, which means they had to like set up this feud so
That
they could,
and because I think they're just scared Daniel's going to be done at any moment.
yeah. Which I have a lot of complaints about this week's shows in general. I thought they were boring and
They were messy.
pitifully designed and mainly
They were just all about surprises.
mainly built to serve the greatest Royal Rumble.
Except for SmackDown. I don't know what that thing was.
Yeah, I have a whole thing about SmackDown getting buried.
Yeah, it's going to be bad this coming week.
So I guess that's all we can say about the greatest Royal
Let's
Rumble.
get to Raw in the 15th.
Get to Raw with the Raw button. Boom, we did it. Successful transition to Raw.
Raw recap.
Raw recap. That's what it's called.
It's black.
No, we're over here.
Oh,
that was Smack. That was the logo. It unloaded the background so we don't kill the computer.
Okay.
It's all good. It's all good, folks. So here we go. News.
We don't have to like go live, right?
What? So
we don't have to go just down. We can.
No.
Whatever, doesn't matter.
So the show kicked off though with Stephanie and Ronda.
Yep, Ronda broke her arm again.
Is this gonna continue? Like, how does this continue?
I don't know. Ronda
We're gonna have
was just
another
there to
match.
wave.
Are we gonna do
Maybe
Ronda,
that was to
Ronda
finally
versus
write her
Stephanie
off?
at the Greatest Royal Rumble? Oh wait, no, women are allowed.
No.
Ronda's imaginary male counterpart versus Samoa Joe versus Triple H in place of Ronda.
Well, no, it's John Cena. There you go.
John Cena is Ronda Rousey.
There you go.
They just announced him as a rowdy John Cena.
That's gonna be his return from the dead.
Wait, do they have to get new like ring announcers? Like JoJo can't go?
I think JR's. Oh, those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Renee can't interview anyone?
It's gonna be the NXT guy and the SmackDown guy.
This is so weird. They really shouldn't do this.
They're not very nice people.
It's very like this whole thing.
Didn't Alexa and Sasha fight there?
No, that was the UAE. It's
Whatever.
different. It's different. So
They're a little farther behind.
I mean Ronda was good in the segment, but I don't know what the segment was about.
It was just to get Ronda more cheers.
Why didn't they like book her next feud rather than doing nonsense?
'Cause they don't even know what that is.
Maybe they should get writing
Ha!
instead of worrying about the Greatest Royal Rumble. I really hate the Greatest Royal Rumble. Like I almost don't want to watch it because it's annoyed me so much.
I know I'm gonna watch it because it's at 12 p.m.
How much
on a day?
But like how much it's taken over the actual shows.
yeah,
It's pissing me off.
I didn't think it was gonna matter. I thought it was just gonna be like that secret thing
No,
That wasn't
it's
gonna
the most important thing they've ever done.
that
Like,
wasn't gonna be talked about on TV. All right, get the debut.
did you know that the crowd was gonna boo the things they normally cheer and cheer
Oh
the
my
things they
god,
normally
he said
boo?
it like 12 times. I was like, no one likes Roman, buddy.
No, they do. They just in this one crowd they accidentally boo him.
Yeah.
It's a weird trick. No matter what state they're in when they host WrestleMania, he gets booed. But that's a weird state. Don't listen to that state.
Because they're from all around the world.
Yeah, and only people in
It's
Ireland boo Roman Reigns.
It's only Roman hate fans that show up to WrestleMania.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It's sort of true. They're not wrong. On that.
Not wrong.
There's just no kids who show up. Like it's because it's expensive, so it's mostly
Your
adults.
new women's champion showed up.
Yes.
Your favorite women's champion. Your only women's champion.
Nia came out and had another segment where Alexa basically called her blubbery, and we did this again for some reason. Apparently they were having a tag match. I didn't catch that at the beginning of the segment, but then Nia's like, "I do have a
I
partner."
only caught that because Nia came out, then their team. I was like, why wouldn't you go the other way around?
So Nia announces for some reason before the actual, like, I don't know why they had her say the name. I thought they would just point to
It'd be better.
that Ember Moon was her tag partner. So by the minute that happened, I just skipped the match because I knew Ember Moon was getting the pinfall. Because you don't debut someone without winning.
Before we even continue to the other debuts and returns, SmackDown got screwed.
Yeah. So
got screwed.
I didn't bring this up on the news because in the 10 minutes between when it first got reported and then when it got like unreported, things have changed. So I don't know what's happening. But there was a report about the UFC signing a deal with ESPN and NBC, and then somebody said that maybe that source wasn't very good, and then the bunch of people who reported it kind of retracted their own reports, which is kind of awkward. But it got me thinking. So if WWE is going to Fox, and Raw's going to Big Fox, and then SmackDown's getting thrown on Fox Sports 1. They don't care about what the fuck happens to SmackDown anymore.
No, they don't.
And somebody had said...
They don't care about it now.
In the comment section of something, Well, I wish that they would just do trades and free agents rather than having the shakeup. No, because then Vince would trade someone every hour on, like, it would be like John Cena's free agent thing, but all the time with everyone.
Roman would be on every show.
Yeah, he'd
They'd be like, Roman's been traded for this guy for the week.
like they do it all the time. But like, if you look at, I didn't even care about anyone who got called up or brought back on Raw because like I feel like this has been in the making for 9 years. Like we've been just waiting.
I thought Ember Moon was going to be on SmackDown. That's fine.
We were just waiting for all these things to happen forever. Yeah. So like I feel like none of them, like even Bobby wasn't exciting because like I've been just waiting for 4 months for him to actually show up because he signed back in like December. So it's been like really painful to wait. But if Nia and Ember are beating, like, what, I don't understand. Like, shouldn't Ember have like come out and like attacked Nia rather than helping Nia? Because now are we gonna do Nia and Ember best friends and then Ember calls her blubbery and then we have a match? Like, it's not, we're just gonna do that with everyone for Nia. Her whole career is gonna be destined to have a fight over how blubbery.
Like the last shakeup where they didn't switch anyone that did debut. They might need to do that this time.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, what are these people like?
Technically, they count.
I don't get what the lot like in kayfabe. How do people get called up? Because then, like, why wouldn't SmackDown sign all these people?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
why wouldn't? Well, not
why did SmackDown
anymore? But
because who did SmackDown get? Just the two dopes?
Yeah, that's it. That's all they got.
Yeah,
they didn't get CN.
Oh yeah, and fucking. No Way Jose was the worst call up ever.
Bad. He got the Apollo Crews debut.
The idea of a conga line happening more than once.
It was Adam Rose. Do you remember Adam Rose?
I never have actually seen him, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Same exact thing.
Oh, I was booing my TV.
Yeah.
I was like, get off. Yeah. Go away, sir. You're annoying as hell. I'm already over you.
They needed
But like, it was mainly Bobby.
Yeah.
Pretty much Bobby and Ember.
Mainly Bobby, and it wasn't really even Bobby.
Bobby and Ember, because even the Authors of Pain aren't part of the tournament.
No, which was weird. I was like, oh, it's going to be them.
We're having a tag tournament, so let's not put our new call-up tag team in it.
Like, I was like, that's how you get them over. You have them win.
No, you haven't beat Titus Worldwide. Or no, who?
They beat Heath and Rhino.
Oh, sorry. It's the
same. Sorry.
I saw Titus. He was there.
They lost to the Wokens.
Yeah, it's getting confusing which jobber tag teams losing.
Why do they have more tag teams at SmackDown?
Because the tag division sucks.
I'm just thank you, but
I mean,
like, how do they have more and more and more and more? Like, Authors of Pain should be on SmackDown.
They have 3 hours. I don't know. There's gonna be a shakeup.
You telling me SmackDown has more than 3 teams?
They did.
Don't tell me Shelton and Gable.
Oh, that's when they were there.
They were.
So backstage, and the next most pointless thing that could have happened all night, Braun and Nicholas give up the belts. So
this was all Braun did.
I'm glad we went through Mania.
Yeah.
Just to do that.
Yep.
Like,
great.
It didn't even have a point.
To have another tournament. Awesome.
Yeah, where Cesaro and Sheamus can win it back. Because, their reign hasn't been long enough.
But we're almost to the Wokens. Oh, wait, Bray's on the team.
But it's to fight Cesaro and Sheamus.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, the winner fights the
it's pretty much fighting the champion.
So basically, they were already given the belts back.
Yeah.
It's basically just been like, yeah. So, we see a video package apparently promoting No Way Jose. Then No Way Jose happens. No Way Jose beats a jobber. I don't know why the hell this dude would get to squash somebody, but...
It was funny because Coachman was like, I'm going to be honest. I've never seen this guy.
The conga line was terrible. I give him an F, and if I have to see him more than once in the rest
TNA
of my
joke.
life,
Sorry.
I will probably quit.
Did that hurt you?
Watching Raw. What?
The TNA joke.
And what TNA joke?
You didn't see the TNA joke?
No.
Sheamus and Cesaro are talking to... No, not Sheamus.
Yeah, exactly why I didn't see it.
Kevin and Sammy.
Oh, great.
And he was like, we don't have a job here. We don't have any room here, but I hear TNA's hiring. First time they said TNA, and then like a bunch of TNA wrestlers were like, we've been trying for 15 years for them to say our name on their television. Well, there you go.
The Revival faced Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, not Balor Club, because they're only sometimes in Balor Club.
Yeah.
This was not one of those times.
Nope.
I skipped this because I knew the Revival was winning, because the Balor Club never gets to win anything.
Right.
So far, at this point in the show, I wanted to shut it off.
You had a tough time.
This was the most boring episode of Raw in months. There was nothing happening. They were just talking about what's going to happen at the Greatest Royal Rumble, and that was it. And what's going to happen at the Greatest Royal Rumble? Rematches of everything at Mania.
Yeah, I know.
Because nothing happened at Mania.
Roman wins, though.
Everyone retained at Mania. Roman's going to be the only change hands thing at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Because it's the Greatest Royal Rumble. And only Roman could win at the Greatest.
Absolute greatest.
And, which brings out Seth. I have no idea what he was saying because I stared at him saying it and didn't retain any of it because I felt like it was the same promo that these 2 groups or 3 people have been cutting for weeks on end now. And then for some reason, Jeff Hardy came out and had a match.
That was a big return. I thought he was going to be with the
he wasn't.
brother.
Nope.
He was not with his
Instead,
brother.
I had to hear his stupid music and watch him dance like an idiot.
It was right music.
And then I don't know what the point of it was, and it was not as exciting as one would hope. And instead of getting Brother Nero, I got a goofball.
You got Brother Nero for like point.
Yeah, that was that backstage segment.
Yeah.
That was the only good part of the show.
Where him and Bray hugged.
That was the only part of the show I liked.
Yeah, because it had all of them.
Because it was hilarious and everything else was not. So speaking of ways to bore me to tears, Sasha Banks fought Mandy Rose for some reason.
Mandy won.
Mandy then
Sasha's buried or something.
Won.
No, Bailey hit her, right?
Something.
How was that not disqualification? The ref was looking right at her.
I didn't even pay that close attention to what was happening in this because Mandy Rose.
Mandy Rose.
Paige then retired.
Yep.
Which kind of already happened months ago.
Yep. But officially.
Yep. Which, dick move by Paige, just leaving Absolution to go be a GM of SmackDown.
I bet someone ends up on SmackDown next week.
Oh, God, no. Those are so annoying.
I bet they break up.
Yeah, what happens to Mandy? Like, they're dead, buried, gone?
Mandy becomes the Alexa Bliss on SmackDown.
Because they were only getting booked because Paige was there.
Yeah. Fair. And Vince, but hey.
Elias came down and sung a song.
And
then Bobby Lashley came out for no reason and beat
also,
up Elias.
Don't like him having a new song. I wanted the old one.
Do you know what Elias's job is?
To get beat up by the new people?
To get beat up by everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Cena, Bobby, like it doesn't matter who.
He just beat up by the Undertaker yet.
Yeah. But like this is literally all he never does anything other than sing a song and get beat up.
I don't know where. We'll talk about the shakeup. Continue.
Kurt Angle's in the back apparently. And
this is where he did the.
He's excited to talk about Lashley and No Way Jose. I don't even see how that would.
That's not the same thing.
Not the same thing, and honestly, neither of them are that thrilling. I mean,
I thought you liked Bobby.
Okay, Bobby's going to be booked like Roman, but like.
I thought you said like Brock.
But like in the mid card.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna fight Roman and lose instantly in a Superman punch, and that's all that's gonna happen. That's what's happening. There's gonna be one Superman punch to Bobby. He's gonna be dead on the floor.
Did Bobby always do a suplex as his finisher? Did he do the?
He did a Dominator. So he did Braun's finisher. So he lost it.
So now he just has to do a suplex.
Yeah, and stand there for a really long time.
Oh my god!
And that makes it stronger.
Yep.
Or something.
Poor Elias.
So Kevin
was that a match?
No.
Okay. You just beat him up. Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. There was no match.
Sure?
He just dropped him and got up and left.
Oh, okay. Because the only reason I asked if that was his finisher because I felt like he pinned him after.
No.
Okay.
There's no match.
Mess me up.
So Kevin and Sammy come and they're like, "Hey, I don't have a job." And Kurt was like, "Don't give a shit."
They got to wrestle.
And you get to have a match against each other, and then you'll have a job.
They did the first. This is the first time in like 75 years they did the count when they're both down in the ring. And that's how they.
Sometimes the rules come back. Sometimes they go away. You know how this is.
And then we see another promo for the Superstar Shakeup. Literally, this entire episode was to build up the Shakeup and the Greatest Battle.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble, not Battle Royal.
They should just make the Shakeup the night after Mania.
Yeah.
Because you could call people up during it.
And it would be more surprising.
But like it would also, because again, there's this weird week where like the year is over
Yeah.
But we're still in that year because we're doing the shakeup next week.
Yeah.
Why just do it this week? And, you know, Mania weekend would now include the shakeup and
why
everything.
does it hurt them to not announce it until, like, very quietly? They're like, oh, yeah, with the shakeup next week. I was like, oh, okay.
I think I'd have to go back and look, but I'm assuming it happened the next week after Mania last year.
It did.
So I feel like they just are like, yeah, that's what
should
happens.
know.
It's the week after Mania. Come on. How do you not know that?
I don't know. Maybe because no one knew for, like, a year.
So I feel like that's that they thought you knew.
Shakeup's going to go badly for SmackDown.
Oh, SmackDown's getting nothing.
Well, they won't go to Fox for another year.
So they're gonna kill everyone. They're gonna.
So they can. SmackDown has one more year left in them, possibly.
Nope.
No.
Bobby, Brock, Ronda, Roman, Raw. Done. It's over.
Well, I don't need any of them on SmackDown. SmackDown's my good show.
But those are all the people who get ratings.
I don't care about ratings.
But that means that you're not gonna get anyone else on the other show because that's the bad rating show.
Well, if AJ's on there, which I doubt he is by the time they're on Fox, but
the only hope is that they keep AJ, Daniel, Shinsuke together because they're doing the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Only hope I have.
But if I have to see AJ and Shinsuke wrestle like they did the last time I saw them wrestle, I don't want them wrestling each other.
I think there was a sabotage in there. I think Vince was probably like, "I'll pay you more to be bad."
I mean, I thought Daniel and AJ's 13-minute match on
was more
SmackDown
exciting
was
than-
better
yeah, I
than
did too.
WrestleMania.
I did too.
So,
And it was only 13 minutes. Okay.
I mean, I thought Shinsuke after that match was more interesting than he was at Mania.
I want to say, doesn't matter. We can be out of order. Shinsuke on last night's episode was more entertaining than he has been in the past year.
Yeah. It's almost like you should have done this pre-Mania to build Mania.
Yeah, it's like he should have turned heel after the Rumble.
It's almost like the Greatest Royal Rumble is the real Mania.
Yep. They used, yep.
Like, we may have to do a live review of the Greatest Royal Rumble and delete our Mania review because our Mania review doesn't matter.
We should have named Mania something else.
The go home to the Greatest Royal Rumble.
The early go home.
So, the Authors of Pain won, and they're here.
And they got rid of Paul Ellering. That was quick.
Yeah, well, that was happening because he wasn't coming out.
because he's old and doesn't want to walk around.
Oh, travel the country.
He doesn't really need to be there.
I mean, doesn't he though?
Well, not for the matches.
Not the matches, but like for anything else.
Oh yeah, talking, speaking.
They're like the least interesting two
They're
people.
your favorite tag team of all time. I don't know what you're talking about.
They are, but that's because I like their finisher, and just about nothing else.
And they're the big Oopos.
And I get to say big Oompa. That's important and an inside joke, and nobody else gets what I'm talking about, but that's okay.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We gotta make a shirt, the big Oompa Oos, and then the regular Oompa Oos. Let's have two Oompa Oos shirts, and everyone will be like, "What the fuck is an Oompa Oo?" And
I don't know how you make. Are you just gonna write big Oompa Oo on it?
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Maybe like
How do you spell Oompa Oo?
two really big rocks, because the rock.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Even though they're not.
No, but they are.
But in my head,
Secretly, they are.
they are though. Did you see Naya's like Instagram or something?
No.
She was like took a picture with the two of them and it was like my brothers or something.
And you were like, "Yep."
I was like, see, I knew you were related to the Rock.
What? Well, they can't speak English at all.
Even though they're
so
not
they
even
won't.
related to each other, I don't think so. That
They look exactly like each other.
yeah.
Samoa Joe returned. Woohoo! He called Roman a bum.
Oh, right. Roman was talking. I don't even know what he said because I only tuned in when Samoa Joe started talking.
So we're getting Roman versus Joe at Backlash.
Well, here's my thing, right? We knew that pre-Mania.
Yep.
Then they delayed it.
Yep.
But they already started doing it.
Yep.
Even though it can't possibly happen yet.
Because we have to wait for the Greatest Royal
Because
Rumble.
Brock has the belt.
Right. Not for the belt yet.
But
Joe's just gonna beat him up.
why didn't they? I know we were already doing it, but why didn't we at least wait till Roman has the belt to start booking it?
Because Vince McMahon is an impatient human being.
How many weeks? So this is
It's
on
in 2 weeks.
the 27th, but
Yeah,
how many
it's-
weeks is till? There's like a week or something. That's why. Because there is no build to Backlash. This is like when during like around Survivor Series when they were like building to their own pay-per-view and Survivor Series at the same time.
Yeah.
This is that
Yep.
again.
Or like when they're building the fast lane with WrestleMania, like tomorrow.
Oh, by the way, I forgot. No, very important. Roman thought there was a conspiracy theory.
Oh yeah,
It was a conspiracy that he got beat up.
yeah. I was like, what?
Brock's F5s were cheating.
Yep.
And the whole company made sure that he would get F5'd a bunch.
Bingo. Well, they definitely made sure of that.
But, like, what part of the match was designed to sell me on, like, they're working against him? Like, it's not like the ref ignored some cheating by Heyman or, like, there was no basis for this promo in the match.
No.
In the match, he just got beat to death.
He got booed out of the building, by the way.
Oh, really?
But you know,
Roman booed?
You know, it was special.
It's the
night.
crowd. With this crowd, they cheer the things they normally boo,
Yeah.
boo the things they normally cheer.
So,
but like, I know, I keep saying this, but like, there are times where Roman
makes no sense.
is being told to do things that are directly, against him getting over.
Yeah.
This story about like the company's working against me
It's
makes
not,
no sense because nothing in the match had anything to do with that. Like, there have been past, like, the Mania where The Rock interferes in The Miz and Cena and whatever happens. Cena loses.
Mm-hmm.
If Cena came out and was like, Vince McMahon sent The Rock to the ring to ruin my dreams because he hates me, at least I'd be like, okay, that happened.
Yeah. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened in the match that
he
had
just
anything.
got beat up a lot.
He just lost. Clean. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
F5, F5, F5.
F5, F5.
There's like
F5.
9 of them. But like, you gotta at least have Heyman interfere or the ref miss something or like his foot on the rope or some shit
Yeah.
to then have this promo the next night. Because otherwise, no, it's a conspiracy that this idiot's gonna win the belt at the greatest Royal Rumble. He sucks. Why is he getting a rematch? No one else got a rematch for the Universal title.
Oh yeah,
this
he was
year.
like, I didn't even know I had the match. I learned it on the internet. I was like,
because like
why is this? Why?
everyone Brock beat this year didn't get to fight Brock again.
Right.
That was like a thing.
But
That's why AJ had to fight Brock randomly.
but the biggest dog in the fight. No,
But-
actually, that's because Ginger. But it's fine.
Well, no, but they didn't want to do Finn for whatever reason, and they wouldn't do Joe or Braun again because
No,
you can't
because
have
that
two.
was Survivor Series.
I know, but it was
It
supposed
was
to be
Raw
Finn.
versus SmackDown.
But it was originally going to be Finn.
No, that was at Royal Rumble.
Then who fought him at Rumble? Kane?
Kane and Braun.
Right.
Braun technically got to face him again.
But like
But
that,
that doesn't count.
they put Kane in there, so he didn't. Basically,
Ugh.
that was the idea, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I
like,
feel like we have this segment every week of Roman.
I don't get why Roman gets a rematch here.
No.
Which again,
Especially just announced.
but if Heyman interfered or something, then I'd get why.
It's not like he gets like to earn
It would still annoy me, but
Hey.
I'd at least storyline
Hey,
get why he has a
At
rematch.
least they're not wasting our time and trying to make us like believe he's not gonna win a qualifying match or something.
I mean, that would have at least
It
made
would have made sense, but they're not wasting
if him
our
and
time.
Joe fought. Actually, it would have made more sense if him and Joe fought. Roman wins to fight Brock again, but then Joe's pissed, and that's how they get. Like he attacks Roman after he wins the title, and that's how they get to Backlash. But no, never
Yeah,
mind.
that's what you'd think.
No, the Roman wins. That's
All right,
why.
let's get to your favorite tag team of all. space
Apollo
time.
and Titus got to fight the Woken Warriors.
They are your favorite tag team of all space and time.
There's
Officially.
not many tag teams I would even.
Well, I'm just saying
consider
because
as
it has
possible tag.
it has Woken, Broken, and Bray.
It started with worldwide delete, worldwide delete, worldwide delete,
Did start with that.
and then Matt and Bray won because why the fuck would Apollo and Titus win anything? So after the match, I don't even know what happened. There
Oh,
was a
by the
bunch
way,
of stuff.
Bray better not like turn and act like.
No, this is exactly the Randy Orton Bray thing,
Yeah,
except
yeah.
with Bray being
Yeah.
Randy.
I know that, but they can't do it again.
Oh, no, they
I
will.
know they're going
The House
to.
of Horrors and all.
And then there comes Jeff.
There's gonna be a House of Horrors.
Imagine if they send Jeff to SmackDown.
I hope they send Matt and Bray to SmackDown so
I
they
do
get
too.
something to do, but they're in the tournament for the Raw titles, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, but if they lose,
But then they lose.
but then they're on. I don't know.
Then they look like jobber idiots.
Yeah, if they lose to the Revival, yeah, you're right.
You can't lose to the Revival. They're jobber idiots themselves. They are creative characters who somehow came to life and got in the ring.
Revival, by the way, not.
No.
You can't create Woken Matt Hardy.
So then we get Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. It was fine, but I've seen it 1,000 times, and I didn't care if anyone won.
Well, no one won. You won.
The good news is nobody did. There was a 10 count.
Double count out. No.
Double count in.
There you go. Finally.
Yeah, they finally remembered that rule that's long forgotten and only comes up when
That's
appropriate.
when I knew it was over.
Yeah.
When they remembered.
So neither of them have a job.
Yep.
I have no idea what the point of that was.
None.
Because they're going to get a job.
Yeah.
They're not going to be unemployed.
I hope they like show up on NXT.
205 Live. Oh no, Sammy's going 205. Bye.
Sammy's not 205.
It doesn't see neither is Grand Metalik, but that's not the fucking point.
Why does he get brought up all the time?
Because he looks like a balloon.
I hate him too, but all right.
He's not 205.
Get to the useless end. Oh, here's your favorite segment. Sorry.
What? Oh, this is backstage. Jeff, Finn, and Seth are backstage. Matt comes up. Matt and Jeff talk about how
sibling.
the Andre the Giant's Memorial Battle Royal and how wonderful it was that he won. Delete, delete, delete. Then Wyatt walks up and is like,
he got rid of Sister Abigail and turned her.
Yeah, now he's very happy.
Obsolete.
And hello, Brother Nero, he says.
Yeah.
So we got Brother Nero on the show.
That close.
And then they walk away, and Finn's like, "What the hell was that?" And Jeff's like, "I don't know."
Just like, I don't know.
Even though he definitely knows.
What do you mean?
But hey. And then the Miz Taraj fought Finn, Jeff, and Seth in a segment I didn't watch. Seth, Jeff, and Finn.
It was literally just a match to end this whole show.
It felt like the dark match they do after Raw, if you're there.
But then they go to the broadcast booth, and they end it with just looking at them. Like Cole's like, "Thanks for watching Raw. See ya."
No, it says Cole talks about the shakeup next week, and they speculate on who might switch brands. Cole thanks everyone for watching Raw, and Raw goes off the air.
How do you? Yeah, just go to SmackDown.
So now, all kinds of call-ups are going to happen on SmackDown after a dull night on Raw, right? Wrong! No call-ups happen on SmackDown, except for the people I've never heard of.
You got more on Raw somehow.
So the show starts with Shane, which I hated. He said the words Daniel Bryan, which stressed me out because I need this to end between the two. There needs to be a 1-year ban on either one of them saying the name of the other one.
I hope Shane gets like drafted.
Even if he just said the GOAT guy, I feel better.
I have this awful feeling Daniel's going to Raw.
But the greatest Royal Rumble.
But they like hinted at it. They're like, well, since he's a wrestler now, he can be drafted. I was like, great.
Can GMs not be drafted?
He's not a GM.
But like they couldn't be drafted when he was? Because announcers can be drafted.
I guarantee you, Paige is not getting drafted.
Well, duh. No one wants. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do with her talking more often than she was before, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Also,
I found
the Shane Page interactions are gonna be stressful.
Oh yeah.
I
found it funny though when she was like, Daniel Bryan's gonna fight in his first match on TV against who?
Rusev Day. Rusev Day.
She was like, no, that's not the answer I wanted.
Well, when she stopped and let them do it again, I was like, this is like when Shane has been doing like, do you want to see the match tonight? I'm like, what if they boo? Stop asking the crowd their opinion. Because I was like, after Rusev Day, I was like, what if they start chanting like Dolph Ziggler or something? And then you're like, AJ, the guy you didn't want, or Undertaker.
They guessed right the second time. They figured it out. They're like, oh, that makes sense.
But they could start chanting Shinsuke for all we know. Like, who knows?
Shinsuke's fantastic now. He has more charisma in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I wish he could get better matches.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
He's really good at low blowing now.
There's plenty of charisma in the WWE. There's not so many matches.
It's not on SmackDown Live.
But like, I need matches.
Oh well, yeah.
And I was relying on him for that, and then he didn't.
He has not had one good one in the main roster.
No,
he only had one good one in NXT.
Yeah, it's like he's not good. It's like I've been lied to by all those New Japan fucking idiots who think everything that ever happened in Japan is
false.
The greatest thing
Kota
ever.
Ibushi showed up, you would know it's true.
But they don't even talk about Kota.
No, they don't.
He's not even on the list.
They leave the poor guy out, and I think he's better than like most.
Yeah,
if
like
not all.
Like even like a Cody Rhodes match in New Japan is considered the best match that ever took place. I'm like, all right, bring it down.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Bring it down.
But leave Cody alone.
But like,
yeah, I know.
Like,
calm down.
As long as it happens in Japan, it's the best.
Like Cody's wrestling is better for WWE than New Japan.
But for some reason, when he's in WWE, it doesn't work out.
Well, he was Stardust.
I don't.
All right.
There's worse gimmicks. There's no way Jose.
There is no way, Jose.
It's a pretty,
Stardust could have worked.
probably not, but
It could have had a little more life.
yeah.
It just was given up on.
I mean, yeah. So anyway,
Oh my God.
the
This happened
Usos
again.
fought the New Day because we haven't seen this.
I was like, what's the prize? Oh, maybe Sanity shows up. Another tag team that
Now was the
doesn't
winner
exist.
of, was this the winner of this for the Greatest Royal Rumble?
Yes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yes.
Uh,
So
Lost count.
we're going home on the Greatest Royal Rumble. The Usos won. I don't care.
And then they showed up and
Yeah,
hammer.
I really didn't like this and didn't watch most of the match. I kept it on, but
Considering
didn't
I
care.
think we have a week-to-week basis of you saying, I don't need to see the Usos versus the New Day again. Not surprised you skipped it.
if the New Day doesn't get drafted to Raw, I'm gonna have a stroke.
Why?
To get them
just to get them away.
because they can't. The Usos
I
can't
think
leave now.
That's what you think.
They're locked into the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Well, Bray left and he got to fight Randy.
Don't talk about
in
the House of Horrors,
Horrors.
okay? Let's not go back to that.
He got
Then we had another match I didn't care about. Naomi fought Natalya. I don't know why.
this just went on forever.
Naomi then proceeded to make out with her trophy.
I was like, oh, we're gonna get a debut. No.
Which the
No.
trophy's hideous. And
Oh, it's awful.
We don't need to talk about the trophy. But
No.
it was disturbing me what she was doing with the trophy. And I need to move on with my life.
I still don't know why she won the trophy.
Backstage, Shinsuke can't explain why he attacked him. He just says he's very, very sorry.
Yeah. And they winked.
And then he says he doesn't speak English.
That was perfect. I don't speak English.
It was a really great segment.
It was the best segment of this whole entire week.
I still wish all of this happened pre-Mania.
Yeah, yeah.
But it is, technically, because the greatest Royal Rumble is the greatest Mania.
Yeah, you got to know that.
It's really the greatest Mania, not the greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but they want a Royal Rumble in it.
Why
That's the problem here.
Why didn't they call it the Super Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal?
Imagine 50 people in the ring.
Is that what makes a Royal Rumble different? Like,
Yeah.
can you have a Battle Royal where people enter like
No.
over time?
That's a Royal Rumble.
Isn't that like a gauntlet match?
Well, that's different. That's separate matches.
A gauntlet Battle Royal.
You want a 50-man gauntlet? Do you remember the 6-man gauntlet we got? It was 2 hours of Raw.
And that would be better than Roman just getting a rematch.
Yeah.
I'd take it.
That would be like the biggest cheating of all time.
I would love to watch Roman win a gauntlet.
From number one.
Yeah. Just like the dick ass booking that would lead to that shit. Could you imagine?
End it with Braun.
He would like Superman punch his first opponent and pin him 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you start off with like Chad Gable.
No, it would be someone important. It would be like
It'd
Joe.
be-
Joe would just get dropped in one
Or
punch.
from what we know, John Cena.
Yeah.
Loser.
So something.
Charlotte.
Oh, this is where Charlotte comes out, and Charlotte basically cuts the same promo she cut after the Ronda thing at Rumble, but about Asuka.
Yes, she was very sad or happy or something.
It was
I don't know.
the same promo.
Good thing Ruby Riott didn't come out and say it's all about her.
At least this time, the people who came out seemed to understand what happened and what they wanted to talk about.
Do you know their names?
No, I've never heard of
I don't
these.
even think they know their names. Did they even say who they were?
Peyton
Oh,
Royce
yeah.
and Billy. It just says
The
that.
Iconics.
Who are these people?
They were on NXT about 5 times.
I was gonna say I've never seen them.
No, they're never on.
I've watched every takeover in the last 2 years or something, and I've never seen them.
You might have seen Peyton Royce. Definitely not Billy Kay ever.
Well, if I did see her, it was unknowingly and by accident. I did not mean to see her.
I think she lost to Asuka about 7 times. So
But on the bright side for Ruby Riott, they came out and cut basically the same promo. They
Yeah.
just didn't reference what Charlotte said that
No.
moment. They just said Charlotte wants to thank everyone, the air that she breathes
Yeah.
for letting her breathe. I'm tired of the women's division being a high school bullying segment on every segment.
Yep.
Who is writing this childish bullshit?
Road Dog.
No, but it's on Raw too. Sasha and Bayley.
That's true.
And Alexa and Nia are having the same feud.
Not Triple H. That's all I can tell you.
I think like the Today Show with John Cena. I don't even know if it was the Today Show with John Cena, but I walked by a TV and they were talking about Mean Girls the play. This is Mean Girls the play every week.
Yep.
And I've never seen Mean
Both
Girls.
divisions.
But it's literally the definition of the words.
Oh, also Asuka gone forever.
Oh, Asuka been written off TV. She's going. I told you, New Japan.
She hurt. They don't have women's wrestling.
And they're gonna make one for Asuka, and she's gonna beat Kenny Omega in the center of the ring. 1, 2, 3. They would have intergender matches. They wouldn't care.
Oh, I know they would, because indies are the only people that do those.
Asuka would get dropped on her head from the balcony, because to prove that wrestling in Japan is safe and special, and that Dave Meltzer giving out 5 stars for people almost dying repeatedly is not unhealthy for the business.
5 stars.
But these two, who no one ever heard of before, and who are SmackDown's only call-up, and their big deal signing.
Yeah. Come on, Pate. Well, it's not fair. They didn't have a GM till last night.
Yeah, Shane was busy having diverticulitis and couldn't help.
Yeah, did you see him randomly like hold the stomach?
Yeah, he was selling it. They beat up Charlotte, and for the first time ever, this seems to have worked, because out comes Carmella, and she screams and screams and screams and screams. For some reason, Kyoto's confused.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened. Kyoto's like, no, are you sure?
No, see, as the years have gone by with Money in the Bank, the referees have been trying to make sure they don't waste it.
Yeah,
they're like, wait,
very nice people.
Are you sure she's unconscious? You should check a couple times, get a doctor in here to check her pulse. Like, did you bring a gun? You could shoot her before I ring the bell. Yeah, all kinds of, want to hit her with some weapons before we start the match.
What a nice guy.
She gets them to ring the bell finally. Just does some awkward ass kick that looks awful. And then wins the women's championship on SmackDown.
And she screamed a lot.
Which she will lose at the Backlash.
You were going to say the greatest Royal Rumble.
I was going to say the greatest Royal Rumble pre-show. in the back, in the locker room.
In the Manhattan Center.
Actually, they could have locker room brawls for the women.
Yeah, because they just can't be out there.
Yeah. And you don't broadcast it there. You just broadcast it here.
Right.
Vince, what are you doing?
You don't have to bring them there.
Fairness. Equality. Come on, Vince. You suck, bag.
Well, we got a new SmackDown Women's Champion. Told you so.
What do you mean, told me so?
I told you she'd win.
I've been reading it for weeks.
I'm just saying, I told you she'd win.
I thought it was going to happen at Mania, which would have been infinitely better than whatever the fuck we got. But, hey, we don't always get nice things here at the SmackDown Live.
Oh, by the way, Charlotte, going to Raw.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you know I'm right. She's 1,000,000% going to Raw because we got to get her on that show somehow with Ronda Rousey.
But then Ember's also on Raw.
Yeah.
Nia. And Alexa can't go back to SmackDown. We just did that.
Sasha.
I guess.
Sasha. And...
Either that or Naomi reigns supreme. She did actually win the Battle Royal, which is supposed to matter, so she should get an immediate title shot. She can cash in her awkward-looking trophy for a title shot.
Sasha, and then they get those two, and they got Carmella.
You got to send Bayley, too. Is next week on Raw Sasha and Bayley?
Yeah, so it's then one leaves. Pretty simple.
That's exactly what I said was going to happen?
Yeah.
So this thing wasn't going to matter at all?
Yeah, right.
Some stupid jobber match on Raw?
Right.
Speaking of jobbers, didn't Sasha get jobber entranced on the Battle Royal?
Yeah. Well, no, she got an entrance, unlike some people who just walked out there to like the Song of Wrestling.
But like it was like commercial.
Yeah, right. She did get jobber entrance. Becky didn't.
That's pretty bad.
Bayley didn't either.
Oh, Becky's on SmackDown. Right. Yeah. People.
Well, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
She didn't come
You
out.
wouldn't know. She doesn't ever have TV.
Speaking of things I never want to see again.
Oh, well, we're going to see it.
Bobby Roode, Randy Orton, and Rusev had a match. Rusev got pinned in the center of the ring because Vince hates nice things. And Randy Orton wins, which means we get to see Randy and Jinder.
A year after their original match, I think. Was it?
It's close. It's definitely right up.
Wasn't it Backlash?
Yeah, it's right up.
Oof.
But we get to see it at Backlash.
For the U.S. title.
Which means at the Greatest Royal Rumble, Jinder has something else to do. God fucking save us all. Which is probably just going to be a 4-way between all of them if I had, or the people who aren't Rusev, because Rusev fights The Undertaker. How the fuck we got there, I don't know. How did we get there exactly?
I can't wait for Rusev to build up fighting the Undertaker on SmackDown.
I don't
know yet.
I wonder if they're ever gonna mention it.
Probably not.
Also,
maybe that's how they delete him.
Can we, for a second, since I just had this realization again, the casket match, the ladder match, the steel cage, WrestleMania had 0 stipulations. The greatest Royal Rumble's got a Royal Rumble on top. I didn't even mention this.
50-man Royal Rumble.
Which makes it the greatest. That was once a 40-man, but
I just wanted to say this because I said Woken or something or delete. The Hardys want to get the Undertaker on one of the specials.
Oh,
they were talking to Edge and Christian, and Jeff Hardy said something about the Undertaker. He's like, "That's the goal."
I mean, I kind of want him on all the specials.
Undertaker.
I want everyone to be at every.
And they also
House Hardy
told
event.
Edge and Christian that they're gonna set them up there with like lawn chairs eating popcorn one time. Wouldn't that be fantastic? They're just like, huh. I didn't even notice that Daniel Bryan won.
So at the final match of the evening, our gracious general manager Paige blessed us with this Mania quality match on a probably
SmackDown.
unwatched hour of SmackDown.
Fun fact for you: this was the second best match of the WrestleMania weekend.
I can't wait to see the ratings for this show because there is no point prior to this that I should not have shut this off. And to be fair, I think I fast forwarded most of this because I watched Raw while SmackDown was live, and then somehow caught up to SmackDown before AJ and Daniel even got started, and I don't know how that was possible.
That's impressive.
So, but that's because nothing happened.
No, except for Carmella.
Like, I didn't need to see Natalya and Naomi.
Or the Usos.
Or the Usos. I skipped right through that first hour.
Yeah.
Breezed on through. I listened to Shane and then almost killed myself, and that was it. So AJ and Daniel, they had a pretty good match.
I mean, for being on SmackDown, having commercials in it, and knowing.
Yeah, the commercials killed me. And then knowing that there was not going to be a conclusive finish, because that'd be crazy. We kind of knew where we were going here.
Yeah.
How did he get to the yes lock? There was a weird. I liked the transition, but I forget what it was.
Oh, it was like yes lock into. It was the running knee, I think, into the Styles Clash. Maybe.
Yeah, there was like a Styles Clash
it in.
somewhere. Something happened.
Yeah.
It looked like. Yeah.
How did he end up getting kneed in the back of the head? What was he doing?
He was dead on the ground.
Oh right, remember they did the like superplex and AJ landed on Daniel's head.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, but why are we like acting like this is okay?
So I just want to say I analyzed the yes lock.
Yes.
It's done incorrectly if it wanted to be effective at any of the two things it's trying to do, because he's basically doing an omoplata but leaning backwards instead of forwards and pulling on their head. He should just attack the shoulder. He's already got the leg and the arm, and I was like, he's doing, because when he transitioned from the Styles Clash, I was like, oh, this is how. I was like, wait, that's an omoplata. Why is he leaning backwards? Just lean forward and break his arm, Daniel. You stupid asshole. I hate the yes lock.
Had a good match though.
There's too many yes lock variations going around. The bank statement,
the
crippler, the unspoken one, what basically the STFU. They're all kind of the same. There's too much emphasis on randomly pulling people's heads.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to pull your head so hard it hurts. Can you come up with something a little bit more interesting than that? Like,
Shinsuke had new stuff.
Yeah. Again, building to the greatest WrestleMania. I mean, Royal Rumble.
Does Shinsuke win? I think he has to, no?
We don't even know if there's a match.
That's true.
Technically.
Shinsuke is really good at being a dick.
I would have to think CN's getting shaken up, or drafted, or
I don't know. I think
McIntyre's getting shaken up or drafted. Somebody, because SmackDown didn't get anyone.
I thought he was going to show up for SmackDown. Nope.
But SmackDown's going to have to get someone.
SmackDown's going to need to get like Seth, Finn, and lose Randy.
So I don't know what the logic. I mean, the match was better than anything on Mania.
Yep.
So.
Well, no, Ronda.
But that was fun. There's a good.
I'm just saying, it was a spectacle.
Hey, I think that Ronda might have the greatest match in the history of the company someday, or at least for the women.
With who? Charlotte?
Don't tell me fucking Sasha or Bailey.
I wasn't gonna tell you that.
It's gonna have to be.
It's gonna only be Charlotte. I don't
Or
think she's
Asuka.
gonna- Thought you were saying or Nia. I was like, nope, not gonna happen.
Actually, she could have her like Andre the Giant moment with Nia, like when she lifted Triple
Oh,
H,
okay.
and she lifts Nia, and then they're gonna show it for the next 30,000 years and make a documentary about Nia.
Yeah. What?
She's the big one. Andre just got a documentary.
Nia the Giant.
So much blubber you would never believe.
But yeah, good for Shinsuke. He did good.
So finally, for our question segment, did we transitioned question segment? We don't really have any questions because no one's here,
But we have a shakeup.
that was expected. But we do have a shakeup. Now, the question I have for you is: should we do a separate episode of Shaking Up? Should this be a shakeup exclusive?
Well, you did one last year.
And it was very popular.
Yeah.
So,
People love those shows because, like, you put the graphics behind us, like everyone.
yeah, but now to do that, we would need to like prepare. Because I can't just bullshit my way through this.
Right. We could do it tomorrow.
See, but that's a pain in my ass.
Well, I can do it early. I only have a class at 10, 11.
Yeah. This is a question that we didn't have. This is the question segment is a
See,
question.
we had to develop the question, too.
The question segment is a question of how do we want to do our own show.
You can also do it Friday or Saturday or Sunday.
Starts to push it.
I'm just saying, we could do a day.
I mean, I guess.
It's an open world.
Do you have any other questions for the question segment?
Okay.
What is the greatest Royal Rumble?
Be a quick one. How long does Carmella keep the belt?
Till Backlash.
Yep, that's what I said. Okay.
If she even makes it that far.
Who's she losing it to?
If Charlotte's
We
still
don't know
there.
the shake-up.
If Charlotte's still there, Charlotte.
Well, yeah, but
If Charlotte's not still there, whichever Sasha
Not
or
my girl
Bailey shows
Becky.
up.
do you think Sasha's gonna win a match?
Hey, she's in Road Dogg's hands now.
Is that better?
I don't know. Ginger wins in Road Dogg's hands.
I don't. That oh no, that means
You think Sasha's capable
Alicia
of winning?
Fox is gonna come over and win.
Oh, God.
I'm
No,
trying
she
to
might be
find-
getting fired.
Oh yeah, because she got in her.
She got, like, banished.
They're like, do not come to WrestleMania, which is probably not a good thing to get told not to come to.
No.
She can't go to the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Ooh, somebody's talking. Shinsuke's heel turn. You don't like Shinsuke's heel turn?
That's the only thing I live for.
It's the only thing I've been enjoying. Or in SmackDown at
Been
least.
enjoying the one day.
No, see, on Raw, all I like is the Woken Universe.
Yeah, we know.
And on SmackDown, all I like is Shinsuke being
By the way,
Shinsuke.
his low blows are 10 times more impressive than.
See-
it's just a flip though.
See, he does need to stop doing the low blows.
Yeah.
He did 2 of them.
It can only hurt so many
Last-
times after the first one.
Like, he did 2 of them
He
last
was
night.
like, yeah.
Yeah, and I know that kind of part of the point here is we don't know why he turned,
Yeah.
but I don't get why he turned.
No, I don't either.
so
You're just mad.
I get that that's part of
emotional.
the build here,
He
but
doesn't speak English.
I'm very confused.
It's not his fault.
What time is it? It's 5 o'clock.
Yep, that's our limit.
Oh yeah, Roman's already
Roman won.
Roman's the Universal Champion. He's just we have
to
to wait for the greatest WrestleMania.
I was gonna say we
get there.
forgot that Mania was the go home.
Yeah,
So we guessed wrong.
yeah, it's happening, and
Oh, we don't have to do predictions for that?
of course, it's the greatest Royal Rumble.
I just wanted you to say that. It's the greatest ever.
To be fair, most Royal Rumbles are not that great, so it could be the greatest.
Well, it's the 50-man Royal.
They really should have waited till after though to decide if it was the greatest or not.
Well, it's the greatest automatically if you like it or not.
So what's the 40-man? Because they did
The
a
worst. You know who won the 40-man?
Alberto.
We didn't get him, thank
Patron!
goodness.
Oh my god!
Yet.
Wait till the shake-up
Yet.
when Alberto shows up on SmackDown Live.
And Raw.
But
He's going to show up on Raw, they get shaken up. Oh, God.
oh yeah.
That's hope. He's trying to show hope here.
All right, real quick, since we didn't have an idea, who's winning the Greatest Royal Rumble? I know we're going to do a prediction
Daniel
show.
Bryan.
Do you get anything for winning the Greatest Royal Rumble?
No. Just the greatest Royal Rumble.
Are you sure you don't get anything?
They haven't announced anything yet.
Because I feel like you're going to get
You
something.
probably had a title match at, like, something.
SummerSlam?
That's so far away. But I guess.
But it can't be like Battlegrounds. Nobody wants a title match
they
of
got rid of
Battlegrounds.
that pay-per-view, by the way.
Why? That would make sense for dual
It's like
brands.
Backlash, Money in the Bank, something else.
You get an
SummerSlam.
automatic Money in the Bank briefcase.
That would be cool.
You get the
Greatest Royal Rumble
at the start of Money in the Bank. You get 3 minutes by yourself in the ring to figure out how to climb a ladder and reach the briefcase. And if you can do it, you win the match, because you know how difficult it is for people to grab the briefcase when they're at the top. They're like, it might take 4 minutes, and they might not be
your
able to
winner,
do it.
by the way.
I was gonna pick the Undertaker before he got in a casket match with Rusev, so then that kind of blew my.
It'd be Daniel.
Bobby, could be Bobby.
Bobby Roode?
Lashley.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh God, we have 2 Bobbies now.
He could cash it in.
God.
We agree.
My boy Bobby Lashley.
I just picked it. You picked it. I like the lock in.
You don't even
there.
like Bobby.
No, but he's big. Okay, it's Braun or Bobby. Big people have to win. Little Daniel.
What happened to Braun?
This is the greatest Royal Rumble. I don't think you're catching which Royal Rumble this
Nicholas is winning.
No, Nicholas has to go back to school.
That's what you think.
Braun said that on Raw.
It's almost summer vacation by then.
It's in 2 weeks. It's literally nowhere near that.
Don't worry. When he graduates, Braun and him are coming back for the tag.
When he graduates the 4th grade.
That could be the longest build in history.
Braun doesn't do anything for 8 more years. He just wanders backstage.
No, every segment is him
Nicholas.
calling Nicholas. Hey, have you graduated yet?
Does a 4th grader like Nicholas even have a cell phone?
Probably by now.
You would think.
John Cone, baby.
See,
Cone.
I haven't been in 4th grade when iPhones existed.
Me either.
So my context, you probably get an iPhone like kindergarten.
Probably by now.
Yeah.
At least an iPod Touch.
Yeah, you gotta play like Angry Birds while you're doing art.
But Bobby needs to win.
Is Bobby gonna get pushed though? I mean, he did only beat up Elias.
And I'm not trying to be rude here.
Ha!
But he's also Vince doesn't like
You didn't like the joke though that you made?
what?
We're talking about Bobby.
Oh.
He said I'm not trying to be rude here.
But
I had sound effects.
Vince isn't a big fan of
Yeah, I understand where you're going with this. There's never been.
Never.
Who was
The Rock.
Who was talking? There was somebody. Oh, Mark Henry.
Yeah.
He was talking about like how proud he was to be heavyweight champion.
Yeah,
And I was like, if only they let you win WWE championship, then you would feel prouder.
Well, he'd be the greatest of all time, which he already is.
But then he'd have to win the greatest Royal Rumble. Since you said, and I'm really late on the button press here. I just wanted to be glorious. Glorious. There you go, glorious Bobby Roode. Because if I
run into the buttons.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
ready.
So what I think we're gonna do, we're gonna call this an episode.
Yes.
But then we're gonna record immediately some sort of shake-up shenanigans.
Okay.
But we gotta take like 5 minutes to figure out what the fuck we're gonna say.
Okay.
But I'll stay live just to sort through it because it's easier that way.
Okay.
So, if you're watching the recorded version of this, or if you're watching me right now, you should follow and or subscribe on Twitch and or YouTube and do whatever you got to do to make sure you see this live next week. If you are watching the taped version of this, well, congratulations. The links are in the description to the live version, among other things like Twitter, Facebook, and all kinds of fun stuff from both of us down below. And you don't have to do anything special to find them. If you're watching on Twitch, there are little pictures below. You can click them and they'll bring you to the places. If you're listening to the audio-only version, you can head to anywhere on the internet, type in Elektrify Wrestling Podcast, and find the Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and other things. And I think that's about it.
Yeah.
I don't think I got anything else to add. We'll be back next week for our regular recap show. And then somewhere...
the Superstar Shake-Up.
Oh, a Shake-Up recap show. Do we have to... I might have to live stream myself watching the Shake-Up.
That'd be pretty funny.
Shake-Up live reactions.
But you don't watch the show live.
I might have to.
You won't.
I might have to.
Okay, good luck.
If it wasn't a 2-night event.
Well, it's a 2-night event. Yeah, I was going to say.
It was a 1-night event.
If it was just Raw, we could do like the special and just forget SmackDown that week, but we can't.
Unfortunately not, but there will be Shake-Up stuff next week. So next week's all Shake-Up talk.
Maybe SmackDown has...
So, thank you guys for watching. This has been the live episode of episode 17. 17.
Yes.
All right, we
Yes.
agreed on 17. And I will see you all next week. If you're watching